sauce.
Oh yeah, let's get saucy.
Next, we're going to be moving on to pyramids.
Yep. The mysterious pyramids.
I love pyramid stuff. Okay, pyramids have an energy about them. They're a badass geometric shape, and they're very mysterious. Okay, there's lots of things going on with them, and we're gonna dive into what's going on with the pyramids. So, we broke it down into a lot of different things. We have different categories for the pyramids. This one, we're going to have all the pyramids that aren't in Egypt, okay? Everyone mostly knows all the pyramids in Giza and all the famous ones. So we're going to get off of that topic. We're going to be giving you 5 of the biggest pyramids that are not in Egypt.
Yep.
Okay? These 5 pyramids are massive, one actually being the biggest pyramid of the world by actual volume, and none of them are in Egypt. So, you probably never heard of these, and we hadn't heard of them either.
The first one, maybe.
Yeah, I'd heard of a couple of them, but a few of these other ones, hadn't heard of them. And also, some of these have been kind of buried in the forest for a long time.
Yeah.
Only until recently they've kind of started to re-explore them and clear them out. And
you're able to do hiking in a lot of them and stuff, right? Hiking tours and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, so first pyramid up on our list. When we talked about the biggest pyramids in the world, not in Egypt, it's kind of a weird one, but we had to throw it on there. This is the Luxor Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and the only reason we put this one on here is because I think it's modeled after the Giza pyramid in Egypt, right? So, like, it looks like, a pyramid would look, and yeah, it's one of the biggest in the world.
It's modeled after the Giza pyramid.
Yeah, right.
Like proportion-wise and stuff like that. It's a similar proportioned pyramid.
Yeah.
It is actually the largest, tallest pyramid that is not in Egypt. Believe it or not. It is at 107 meters tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there were a few that were bigger that we didn't use.
Well, those were like
so
wonky,
there are a few
buildings.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that's the reason we picked this one is because it was modeled after Giza, right? But there are some other ones coming now that are of pyramid shape.
But
we decided
buildings.
Nah, but this one can make it because it's an OG. I think it was 1993 it started, so.
Yeah, and it is a nice pyramid shape.
Yeah.
Some of these other buildings are very lean and tall, and they do have a pyramid shape, but they don't make this list.
I agree.
All right, so the Luxor, it's 107 meters tall, 183 meter base. It's got 30... It's a 30-story hotel, casino, and you got the big light that shoots out the tip of it, and just like the Sphinx, it's got the big Sphinx head coming out of it. So I love the Luxor because I won a bunch of money there in college.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I've never been, but it looks cool.
Ryan Camp, if you're watching this story, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That was a good run.
And when it was built, it was the biggest building on the Strip at the time.
Yeah.
In Vegas, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the only one that's kind of weird because it's a artificially newer modern one. All the rest of these are ancient temples and were made by some old people.
Yeah.
Some of them we don't even know who made them.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one on the list is the second tallest pyramid in the world outside of Egypt is called La Danta.
La Danta.
Okay.
Hey, La Danta.
You got a little dance for that?
I don't know.
La Danta. It is in Guatemala, okay? Yep. It was a Mayan temple, an old Mayan settlement inside the El Mirador area.
Yeah.
So it's been around for a long time, okay? It's been around almost 3,000 years. They said it was started constructing around 400 BC. So, at least 2 millennium, okay, plus. And it's massive. It's got about 3 million cubic meters of volume. Okay, a lot of these pyramids, they're not really measuring them by the height of them for how big they are. They're measuring them by the overall volume and mass,
total space and
so with that, you're measured by cubic meters. So this one, La Danta, is about 3 million cubic meters,
which is massive.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, how long does it take to build these fucking things, dude?
I don't know.
Like, A long time.
We're going to be getting into a lot more pyramid stuff just throughout time on this channel because there's so many mysteries behind them. We want to do some pyramid experiments here that are pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just crazy that they build them of such magnitude and so large, and they're such primitive people apparently working with stone tools and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, and a lot of stuff that we were seeing was like that they just abandoned them too.
Yeah.
Like they just build this thing. Like they probably had it for a while, but then they're like, oh, then they just dip out.
Either that or plague hits them or disease. Something wipes them out. They disappear.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
They didn't even know it was there until like 30, 40 years ago.
Right.
It just grew over.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so La Danta was an old Mayan settlement. It's 72 meters tall and, like we said, 3 million cubic meters of volume. Now, not to be outdone too much by that, is the Tiki Temple. Okay, no, sorry, not the Tiki Temple. The Tikal.
The Tikal.
The Tikal Temple.
The Tikal Temple.
Sorry.
The Tiki Temple's cool though.
That would be a sweet bar.
Yeah.
Tiki Temple.
There's got to be one.
There's got to be one.
There's got to be one.
Maybe modeled after the Tikal Temple. All you got to do is drop the L off.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tikal Temple, the fourth, because there's a few of these.
Yep.
Tikal Temple, the fourth, is 70 meters tall. It is also a Mayan settlement, and it's a little bit south of La Danta.
Right, and the Tikal, now you got me saying Tiki Temple, the Tikal, the fourth of the Tikal temples is the biggest of the rest.
Yeah.
Bigger than the rest.
There's a series of them. Yeah. It's about 64 kilometers south of La Danta.
Yep.
It's got the nickname the Two-Headed Serpent Temple.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And it's been around a little bit longer, actually. It's been around since about 741 AD, according to legend.
Ooh, that's what the legends are saying?
741, not 740, not 700, 741.
I'll talk to these legends.
Groundbreaking ceremony.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so that's the Tikal Temple, 2 Mayan settlements. Okay, now we're going to move out of the Mayans and we're going to move over to the Aztecs. The Aztecs take up number 4 and 5 on our list.
Going to Mexico.
And Mexico, yep.
Mexico.
Now, both of these are, according to the official count, 66 meters tall. They're both exactly the same.
About the same, yeah.
Okay, so 66 meters tall. The biggest one, the most famous one, is the Great Pyramid of Cholula. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that is the big daddy.
Yeah, that's the big daddy.
Okay, according to size, that is 3.3 million cubic meters of volume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically making it the biggest in the world.
Exactly. Bigger than all the stuff in Egypt by volume.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this one, we'll drop a photo for you on the screen right now. You can see it. It's a lot more of a wide-based pyramid.
Right.
It looks more like it was kind of more of a settlement, but and they had things on the different layers. It's not just like a one big pyramid.
Right.
It's a pyramid-shaped settlement, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, all these other ones that aren't in Europe, but aren't in Egypt, besides, like, obviously the Luxor, they all have a different look, right? They're not that pyramid.
Yeah. So that's a big one. Another one that's the same height, it's just not as big in size and volume, is the Teotihuacan.
Yep.
Okay, Teotihuacan pyramid. It's also known as the Pyramid of the Sun.
Right.
Also from around 2,000 years ago. They say about 200 AD they started working on this pyramid. It's a big boy too. 225 meters across, 66 meters tall. It's also a very famous one. A lot of tourists visit this one.
Yeah, we had seen, like, I was just going to say that we have seen that, like, a lot of these, the last 4 that we just talked about, they do guided tours through them. You can do hiking trails. They got trails all around them. Hike up them, hike down. So it'd be a cool little thing to go do.
Yeah, I've been out there. I used to live in Guatemala, so I've been to some Mayan temples and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Not the big daddies?
You know, I want to say, I'm going to have to check on a map where La Danta is. I did go to some big ones.
Sure.
Might be a little false claim to say that I went to La Danta, but I was out there. I've definitely seen some Mayan temples. They're cool. Just sounds like another trip we're going to have to take, Jay Stevens.
Yep.